Okay, so what else is going on in the QA office? Because you guys get your own little corner back there. Everyone else in the pit. We're in the pit, and you guys have your own corner.
It's nice that you call it that. I kind of feel like we are banished back there because we're loud and rowdy and have been many times hushed from us cackling and giggling. So, yeah, our voices unfortunately carry down the maze hallways, so we tend to close our door off. And, yeah, so that's good. We also keep donut boxes that are empty in our office to lure people in because they'll open them to, oh, you guys have donuts? And it says trap. And then we ask them questions because they've stumbled upon our little lab or dungeon or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I'll go with dungeon, the QA dungeon.
So my
because you're not allowed to leave. You go in, you're not allowed
The other jobs I had, they were dungeons, but we didn't have windows. So this one has windows. I feel like we've upgraded. We're like high-class testers.
Kingdom cares.
Yes, yeah.
We care.
They let us see outside. We can see the sun.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Oh, yeah, Minecraft. So we would teleport to some random place on the map and then not have any gear and then just have to, like, you know, survive the night and try and figure it out kind of a thing. So that's what we used to do, which was great. And then we'd build up a city, basically, after, like, a certain amount of time of playing. And then we would have to start all over again. We're bored of this place. We built a castle and a bunch of pirate ships and stuff. I guess we'll go somewhere else. And we teleport to a new place. And we'd be like, all right, what's the theme here? And we would do, like, let's make a fantasy world. And then we'd have, like, giant, like, mushrooms and, like, Alice in Wonderland style things. And so, yeah, that's what we would do.
And you built it brick by brick on survival.
Yes.
See, I am more of a creative person. I like the creative stuff. I don't like to dig and mine for stuff. I also didn't particularly ever get into Minecraft's crafting system. I always got more into Terraria.
Oh, I didn't play Terraria.
Terraria is essentially Minecraft in 2D with boss fights. Raid bosses, gear, loot, rare items, that kind of thing.
Oh,
that is a big hammer.
That looks oversized. That probably is a bug.
Oh, that's amazing. Don't leave that. That's a feature right there.
So then on top of that, there's going to be a VO for the comics also. So
wow. Oh, I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. So getting that hooked up, there was a bit of a push to get the tech for that because, you know, we had the tech for just voiceover stuff, but it was single
usage.
Yeah, like it was
single purpose.
Yeah, basically, it was like I could say, you know, at this point, play this dialogue, and like play this line of voiceover. But with the comics, you'll often have 2 or 3 people actually speaking.
Right.
And so we had to like kind of work the tech there to make that work so that I can actually have multiple.
I'm sure that was really fun to get working.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of late nights spent on that one.
Well, that was program magic.
Okay.
The programmer did all that.
Oh, okay.
I just have to implement it, that's the fun part for me is I'm the typo guy. Like if I make a typo, like everything breaks. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
But again, it was more, I wanted to get that kind of autumn, almost Halloween feel to it because we're getting near the end of the game.
Well, it's beautiful and the detail that goes into it. Like, are these leaves, are those a particle? Are those models? What are those painted?
They're actually painted with a brush tool.
Wow.
They're a terrain texture. So you can see that they vary in, excuse me, color and size.
That's really impressive.
And then we've got some really sweet terrain in here.
But it goes back to it's scary, it's exciting, but I'll never take it for granted. I always appreciate it. I still go and do the midnight releases and will stand in line during the holidays for games because honestly, the passion those people have to stand in the rain at midnight to get a game is why I love doing what I do. I don't like working weekends and not being with my family more or less than anybody else on the team. But if someone's willing to be out in the rain on a cold night at midnight to buy a game that I could have potentially had a part of, that's cool.
Yeah.
And there's very few industries or careers that you get to be involved in that offer that kind of feedback and that much passion about what you're doing if you're fortunate enough to cultivate that from an audience. So never take it for granted. I don't how big or small. If it's an app, never take a release for granted because there's plenty of people who put years and years of effort